Hi, we're back. Kyle, how's it going?
It's going pretty good.
I'm into that. So, we were creative on purpose again, weren't we?
Yeah, sometimes we do it on accident, but this time we did it on purpose.
I'm into that. We made a sidekick for Guy Wolf on purpose. Kyle, deets.
So the new sidekick is an owl, and her name is Eyerae.
Sounds pretty cool. We're gonna do the exact same thing we did last time, which is start with a sketch work, followed by the illustration, and then I'm gonna make a custom theme song just for this character too, but the style is gonna be completely different from Guy Wolf, so I'm pretty excited to share that. Take a look. Kyle, will you see pencils again?
Again, same pencils.
Do you use the same pencils?
I do actually use the same pencils, and again, you're going to see me using the pencils, but this time, you're sitting with me.
You have a friendly co-pilot.
Yeah.
So what's going on here, man? We actually sat and conceptualized this.
Yeah, so obviously, we wanted to work on making the visuals of the character represent the characteristics of their personality. So, we kind of bounced ideas off of each other, which I always think helps whenever you have someone to sit there and bounce ideas off of. It always makes a project stronger. So I was really excited about that for this one.
I can really dig that. That's not something I often take advantage of, and I feel like that it's at a detriment. But since you have the tendency to be a more extroverted person, yeah. I felt like this was really in your wheelhouse, and it was fun too to talk about the different details. What was it about Eyerae? When we were originally conceptualizing this, like you see here, what really, in an artistic perspective, where was your brain headed?
So, with Guy Wolf being a more aggressive, harsh character, as far as like his style, you want short, sharp lines. But with a character that obviously flies like this owl, someone that's going to be more stealth, more kind of like finesse character, I want long, like flowing lines. So in the wings and things like that, I want to make sure that my line work is really directional and helps kind of move your eye and feel like the character's kind of like flowing. So I wanted to capture that in Eyerae. So yeah, I start kind of I run into the same problem that I had with Guy Wolf, where it's like, I've never drawn an owl before, so I had to look up specific owls and how to give that owl personality rather than just being just an actual owl. So I wanted to we'd actually discussed a lot about the eyes and how we were going to make her eyes something that stuck out without looking lifeless.
Yeah, I do remember that. Give them some kind of relatable quality, because like you had mentioned, the eyes are a very important characteristic.
The windows to the soul.
Indeed. So was that an area that kind of was your struggle, for lack of a better term, on this particular one? I remember, so was the wolf face before? Was it also the owl face for this?
Yeah, I would say the owl face is the one that, I drew several different iterations of it before I settled on one that I wanted to pull in and start working with the actual digital illustration. I had, did I want to add the headband? We had your daughter help us decide that one.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
We got some input from her. That was very helpful. But yeah, so once I found eyes that seemed like they had a lot of character, I brought them in to the digital program and was able to add color to them. I think that kind of like green really complemented the orange, like that almost orange sherbet like color that she's made of. So.
Yeah, yep. It kind of gives me like a peach vibe, but it is more orange, but it has that kind of a peach glow.
Yeah.
Really had a good time with that. Checking out the landscape. We got the fireflies.
Ooh, love them fireflies.
Out there showing off for us. And now we are slowly, but we still are, launching into the music component of this project. This is a little bit different than what I did last time. We got more of a pulled back, laid back kind of a sound that it just came to me when we were thinking about the character, and in later videos we'll go into greater detail on storyline and how they're fit together with, you know, the different characters that we have coming down the pipeline for this. Gotta make sure I'm still rolling when I'm doing solo gigs. And then also sometimes Kara comes down and I say, okay. No, it was funny. I remember that. It was a good time. But yeah, so I'm just picking up a different vibe on this one. A little bit of a slower vibe. She has like a stealth element. There's some recon element to help out Guy Wolf. And so thinking of this character and that embodiment and this, the bird nature is very flowy, and I had all these different ideas of that in my head. So floaty and flowy and the stealthy, the recon type of a thing. And so I went and grabbed a bunch of loops that I have and different drum samples that I have, one-shot drum samples, and kind of just auditioned some stuff. I got in my head with those characteristics that I just outlined, that something that's a little more vibey, right?
No, I got you.
Yeah, it's kind of got a chill element to it to
that
draw.
drip.
Yeah, that I can draw from and use for this. So that's what you see me doing here. I'm auditioning different sounds. I'm looking at different audio clips. I'm checking out different stuff, just to see, you know, like kind of what do I want to work with,
Right.
and just picking out different snares and different kick drums and other little alternate like percussion or different loops. And I spent a decent amount of time on that, not too long. When I do something like that, I have like a big list of sounds, and I just start clicking on them, listening to them, you know, especially if they're loops and something similar. And I go strictly off of like gut instinct, like what just jumped out at me. Was it a sound? What sound, you know? Or if it's a loop, did the particular melody line really grab me? And then I take that and I add those elements and I stack them and I rearrange them and I make this neat little song, and it's got all these different vibes, and there's some custom handmade elements to it, and then there's some pre-baked loop element to it a little bit, and there's all these different components, and I just stack and I do something completely different. I mix it, make sure that it sits at a volume, you know, that's going to be acceptable, loud enough. And you can kind of take a glimpse over my shoulder and see the different sounds and how I laid everything out right there for the project. And just, I'm listening to it, you know, just picking up, seeing if there's anything that sticks out. How does it make me feel? That's what you see me thinking about right now. How does it make me feel with the character in my mind? And I just kind of spend time with the song for a little bit and get in the right headspace and absorb the character and imagine the character and just have fun with it, you know?
Yeah.
But again, this was a completely different vibe, a different setting. I didn't use any live instruments, just totally different headspace, and, you know, use a different creative muscle. So far, having a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah,
Can't lie.
I'm really enjoying it.
Can't lie. Plenty more to come. What you hear right now is Eyerae's theme song. What you're getting ready to see next is her character card. Tune in next time. We're going to be back at it. I just realized we were done.